Hey guys, just let's give 1 or 2 more minutes for people to join and we will get started on today's session. So I'm just starting back on my YouTube. So today's session is going to be how to become an automation engineer in 30 days. So this will have two parts to it. One for people who know coding and the other for people who do not know coding. All right. Okay. Let's just give uh, 2 more minutes for people to join. It's just 8:30. Let's see who are all joining. I'm just going to go on mute and turn off my camera and we will get started. All right. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for letting me know, Dinesh. Good evening. Okay, I was just saying it is Friday evening, and if you guys are tuning in, I'm really glad that you are taking your transition quite seriously. So we will start off with 30 days transition. I will suggest you certain tools, how you can get started on automation testing. Just let me know once you guys are here. Just leave a hi so that I know how many of you guys are here. Good evening, Dinesh. Hi. So if you have any specific questions, you can start asking. We will get started at 8:34 or 5, and we will start off the session. And the same video will be going on my channel, so that if you want to tune in later and watch, very well, you can do that. So let me quickly see and ask people in LinkedIn if they would be joining. All right. Okay. Mm. I'm just going to invite people to join. Hi, hi, whoever is joining, please leave a hi so that I know. Let me just take my keyboard down. Thanks, it would help us a lot. I'm really glad, Dinesh. So, where do you work? Like, what is your profession? Are you looking to transition? Do you know coding? So, I would like to hear from people if you guys know coding, yes or no. So, depending on that, let me see if I can create a poll. So, mm, okay, all right. I'm into testing. We do automation, but most of I understand that that is how these days it works. But it's okay to use ChatGPT. I wouldn't say no, but if it fails, we should be able to fix it independently. That is the only thing that I would say. Because with AI, the issue that we have is it starts hallucinating and it keeps generating new content. So it will not say yesterday you used ChatGPT and today you're continuing to code. It may not have the continuation to it. Hi, Ramana. Good evening. Good evening. Just connecting. Okay. So just give me a minute. I had to change, the link in the last minute, and because of which I think people might have difficulty joining. Good evening. Hi. Just introduce yourself. Just tell me how many years you're into testing, if you know coding or not, and depending on that, we discuss in the session. Hi, I see people. Please leave a hi so that I can like address you. Just have the idea of framework, how our higher hierarchy has set. Okay, okay. Understood, Dinesh. And what is the framework that you use? Is it Cucumber? Is it TestNG? Are you into Java, Python, PyTest? I'm just sending out invites. I saw. Okay, all right. Okay, it is 8:35. Okay, Selenium, Java, and BDD. And can you use hybrid? Good. Okay, that is actually good. Uh, I'm so sorry for the delay. It is because I changed the invite last minute. I shouldn't have done that. All right. Okay, so I'll start off. You guys can like keep the questions coming as I speak. All right. Hi Venkat. Oh Venkat, hi. Good evening. We spoke on LinkedIn today. 14 years of experience in test automation using multiple tools like UFT, Selenium. Okay. Paid also software. Good. I mean, free source. I okay, I see people joining in. All right, let's get started. So today's session, I am going to mostly concentrate on people who are scared of having coding into their life. Okay, so if you guys are scared of coding, or if you think you cannot code, just ping me here in the live chat. And depending on that, I will start suggesting you the tools that are going to help you transition or start. Oh, okay, my phone won't start. Okay, help you transition into automation faster. There are two ways to this. One, learn coding, or if you're not interested, you are telling me that Srinidhi ma'am, no, I don't want to learn coding, but I still want to become an automation engineer. I will definitely let you do that. But please comment down below that you want coding or you don't want coding, but still want to become an automation engineer. So I would not say there will be zero coding. There will be a percentage of coding, but the language that I'm going to suggest you, you might have or have not heard it. It is not quite popular yet, but it is quite effective. So I see a lot of companies using it. It becomes difficult when we need to write logic. Yes, I understand. No worries, Dinesh. We on a daily basis, I'll try to make these kind of short videos, like half an hour. We can connect, and slowly, we will transition into a proper programming language. And if you want dedicated sessions, let me know in the comments or LinkedIn or Instagram, and I can suggest you certain sessions that people are taking. They are paid sessions, but whatever I'm doing on my channel is completely free. Okay, if you want to have a dedicated, teacher student kind of platform, you can definitely go for that. All right. So keep your questions coming. Yes, the logic gets a little difficult, but basic, like I will tell you, any programming language, it is just, there are only two things. One, understanding how a flowchart works. That is if else. Thank you, Dinesh. And the next is iterative. So if you know these two, the rest is very easy to learn. So just make sure if you know how to understand a flowchart. We can discuss this probably tomorrow, where I have my system with me and I can show you. Thank you so much, Akshay. Good evening. Glad to see you here. All right. So now, the language that I'm going to suggest you is called Robot Framework. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this. If you have heard of this, say yes. If not, say no. So that depending on your response, I'll tell you what language it is and how it is going to help. All right. Fine. So this robot framework, I will paste a link on the chat and you guys can go and look at that particular Udemy video. But if you are thinking that UiPath is one, yeah, we can discuss about UiPath also. But this is a little niche language. Why? Because it is built on Python. In today's world, since AI is taking a lot of, the precedent, I would say either start with Playwright if you are confident to learn a programming language. But if you do not want to start a programming language completely, go for Robot Framework because Robot Framework is very user friendly, easy to learn. Yes, Capado. Yes, these are paid tools. That is the only reason. Capado and robot framework are very synonymous. Why? Because both are low code automation and keyword driven automation. So I'll teach everything in the coming days. I can like teach you Playwright, Java, Python, depending on what you guys are telling me, I'll teach you. But today I'm just going to like brush up on what is out there in the market. Yes. All right. So start with robot framework. I have a lot of people. Yeah, let me just uh, add a question here so that it is easier for me to check the pulse. All right. Let me know if you guys can see the question. I hope you can see the question, right? Okay, I don't know why it keeps going at on top of my head. All right, fine. So let me ask, is it difficult for you guys to learn automation or is it difficult for you guys to learn a programming language? So what is the difficulty? Is it no can't see? It should be visible. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. So do you write XPaths on your own? Yes or no? Just you guys can tell me. Okay, all right. So I see a few yes and few no. All right. So one thing is to learn programming language, and the other thing is to learn automation altogether. Yes, but not complex. No worries, Dinesh. We will see lot of topics with respect to XPaths in the coming days. I love writing XPaths, so we will see what There are a lot of methods that comes into XPath. Even in one of the recent interviews, there was one tricky question that I asked, and if that is something that I learned freshly. I just want to see if others knew it, and I did not. But that was good. Like to check if I don't know if you guys know this. Just tell me in the comments. Do you know how to write an XPath to find if a price of an item is greater than ₹5 or not, or $5 or not? Do you know how to write an XPath? XPath itself. You don't write any coding, but in your XPath, you write to check if a particular number, that is price of an element or item, is greater than 5 or not. If you know, just say yes. If not, no, we will discuss it. All right. So, coming back to the topic, in 30 days, if you want to completely transition into a Pakka automation engineer, let me know in the comments what tools do you use. Not, but seems interesting question. Good. Okay, okay. Towards the end of the session, I will reveal the answer. Okay, it was really tricky for me also, but then I was like, oh my god, I can do this through XPath. Yeah. I was I was a little ashamed that I did not know, but then it was a new knowledge for me. Ma'am, please Selenium. Hi Mohit, good evening. Definitely Selenium with Python. Python is really gaining a lot of traction, but to my surprise, it was so easy to learn. It was not that difficult. I know Java, I know JavaScript, I know TypeScript, but Python was the easiest of all. Hi Venkat. How much scope is there for automation testing? So many tools, new tools are getting introduced, right? AI related DevOps, etc. Testing has future for more than 10 years experience. Yes, of course, I am a tester with more than 10 years of experience. I'm sitting in front of you speaking, but the thing is, you have to start learning AI. That is like imperative that you must. Why? Because today, see, AI is more like an enhanced version of automation, right? So previously, we were doing addition manually, and then calculators came. And we were using calculators for all these additions, multiplications. When we wanted to use more complex ones, scientific calculators came into play. And when we wanted to do much more than that, computers came into play. And in computer, we were testing a lot of software products. That is where our manual testing came into play. And to automate that, see, these are all the phases of automation, like right from creating a calculator to a computer to manual testing becoming automated. Okay, please give some insights about VBM. Okay, all right. Towards the end, I will take this question, Dinesh. All right. So now, if you are, where was I? What were we speaking about? AI. Yeah. So in that situation, like just hit prompt and all. Yes, MCP is like magic these days. But yeah, let me complete what I was saying, and then we will continue with the question. All right. So automation is what is like making the manual testing go away, right? We thought, but will AI take over if Like if AI comes in, will it take over automation? Maybe, maybe not, because the level of growth that we are seeing in AI every single day is really scary. At the same time, like very impressive. Let's see. But for now, what I would say is keep yourself on the safer side always. To every manual tester that I have spoken till date, I have successfully transitioned them into automation. Like at least 500, 600. I've lost count of people who have transitioned under me into automation. Manual testers do not get scared of automation. Automation is really easy. That is what you need to first believe, that automation is easy. Okay, don't think it is rocket science. Don't think AI is rocket science either. Like just Mohit was saying, we are using MCP and it is like magic, everything comes into place. But we need to know how to use MCP, right? We will probably discuss all those in the coming sessions in my channel. I'm trying to make this a daily session. Let's see how it goes. And in that case, we will definitely discuss about MCP, AI, and all that. API automation, yes, definitely I'll do that, Muzamil. Do not worry. So I have taken notes. You need Selenium with Python. You need API testing with JS or TS. We will do all that. Do not worry. Just a second. Yeah. All right. So is it safe? Is our job safe after 10 plus years? Yes, I am safe. I am an example of how to, I'm not like being too proud here, but I'm just giving you an example that your jobs are safe. Do not worry, but keep upskilling yourself. The entire software industry must keep upskilling. If not, we will become obsolete. We need to keep our jobs safe. So, in order to keep the jobs safe, we need to keep upskilling. Learning is the only way that we are going to stay relevant. All right. So Mohit was saying that he's using MCP server. So that is something we need to start using. And if you are somebody who is just starting off automation, do not worry. Do not think that you are late. Better late than never. Just trust me, better late than never. I was the last person to start learning AI, because at that point of time I was pregnant. I was about to have my baby, and that is when I implemented GenAI in my company. And just imagine, I was awarded runner up globally for that solution. So it is never too late for you to start learning AI. So AI is something that is going to enable you, not make you obsolete. AI is an enabler. So definitely, if you want to keep your job safe, if I want to keep my job safe, I have to keep upskilling myself. I have to learn. So learning is a continuous process. We do not stop. All right. I will share the link, Muzamil. Do you guys have any other questions related to transitioning to automation? If not, I will proceed with the roadmap that I have. I have already posted multiple posts on LinkedIn regarding the roadmaps towards automation. If you are a manager, let me know in the comments how much of experience you have and what tools you know. If you do not know automation, no problem. Just be transparent and let me know in the comments so that I can suggest what tool you can start with. What we expect packages in automation role with Cypress or Playwright with JavaScript, AWS API. Okay, you mean a package? I believe you mean salary, right? Hi, Ramesh. Good evening. Venkat, I guess you are speaking about the salary expectation, correct? For 10 years overall experience. Akshay says Selenium. Okay, good, Akshay. Salary. If you already know Selenium, it is really good, because if you know Selenium, you can learn just the programming languages, because the concept of using Selenium across all the languages is the same. You can use Selenium with Python, you can use Selenium with Java, JS, TS, and also even in Robot Framework, we do use Selenium. It is a universal open source package to automate the web applications. So if you know Selenium, do not worry. All that you need to learn is programming languages. And if you want to learn a very good programming language and easy, and which is going to secure your future, I will suggest you learn Python. Okay. If Python and JS are like, equally easy, I would say, but Python has a little more sharpness to it because of the weightage of AI in it. All right. Playwright and TypeScript, CI/CD Jenkins, really good skill set to have. So, salary part, I will come in a minute. If you know Playwright, if you know TypeScript, CI/CD is a very good skill to hold, because that is when you stand out in your team even beyond your development. No CI/CD, that is when you are, even valued a lot of openings. So even yesterday, I had posted in my LinkedIn that there is an opening, and that was for 4+ years of engineers. So definitely, you have a lot of scope. Keep learning. Muzamil, what is the okay? Muzamil's tech stack is playwright and stuff. Good skill set. So Akshay, what I would suggest is if you already know Selenium, pick up a programming language, preferably JS or Python, and also start learning CI/CD. CI/CD is very easy, especially for automation engineers. Why? Because all that we need to set up is just a place for us to run the scripts. And in Jenkins, you just need to set up the pipeline for it. So well and good. That will be a full circle for you. And learn AI. When I say AI, start with generative AI. Generative AI is very easy to learn. Then learn MCP, then go to agent. Okay, so this is what, just take baby steps. Do not like push yourself to do it immediately, but rather take baby steps. Okay, coming to the salary part that Venkat was asking. So, Venkat, in the current job market for people with 10+ years, we can expect up to 35 lakhs. Okay, I see a lot of job postings. People send me in LinkedIn that they have an opening. This is the salary package. So, in the last 2 or 3 months, the trend I am seeing is for 10+years, 9 to 12 years, they are ready to give up to 35 lakhs in most of the MNCs. I'm not speaking about product based companies. I'm telling you about MNCs, they go up to 35. 35 is when you have GenAI skills as well. If not, you are restricted within the 27 LPA bracket. And as you know, 35 percentage is the market hike. And if you have multiple offers, then you can keep building your offer package. All right. How about Selenium with Java? Ramesh, Selenium with Java is my, home skill. Like I have been in Selenium Java for 6 years. If you're still in Selenium Java, I would not say, like, how do I put it? I would not say do not feel threatened at this point, but upskill yourself. Selenium with Java is becoming like an old skill, more like, legacy kind of automation skill. So because of that, I would suggest for you to start learning Python. If you know Java, Python is piece of cake. But you have to dedicate some time, like just put in half an hour for yourself to learn Python. That is going to definitely help you. Okay. And if you know Java, it is easier to learn JavaScript as well. So just upskill yourself. It is easy. I did it very recently for me into Python because I have been with JS, TS, and Java for a very long time. And Python, even though I have used it in my AI, I did not like properly learn Python. So when I started learning Python, I took like 1 week, but I did too much hard work at that time. Like I will wake up at 4 o'clock, study until 8 o'clock. So because I had to learn it in a short span, because I had to teach somebody. So in order to do that, I did it in a week. But I would say generally, if you're going to spend one hour a day, it would take maximum of 1 month for you to master Python. And when learning Python, you will feel, oh my God, all these are possible. In Java, we had a lot of restrictions for that. But when it comes to Python, I really felt, oh my God, so much like features are there in Python. So why didn't I learn it sooner? That is what I felt when I learned Python. Can you please tell how can we use GenAI skills in automation? All right. So, Akshay, when specifically speaking about GenAI, so if you want to generate your code, I would suggest because now when I learned GenAI, it was 2 years back, 2.5 years back, possibly. So at that point of time, GenAI was like, you know, how do I tell you? It was such a amateur skill. It was just building up. People were just starting to learn AI. So at that point of time, it was groundbreaking that we were able to access generative AI through API. Okay, so if you know API, it is easy to connect to generative AI because generative AI is not just going to ChatGPT, going to Gemini, just entering your prompt, getting your response. No, that is not where generative AI stops. You have to know how to handle your system prompt, how to handle your responses, how to handle your, how to fine tune your prompts, how to send in dynamic variables into your prompt, and specifically when you can call the LLMs from your code. That is mainly through API. So if you know API, you can like just generate your access token, have a like how do I say, like a get and post become very crucial. More even more than Selenium, I would say, because if you're going to use AI inside your code, using any workflow automation, any workflow, like you hear about a lot of tools like make.com, N8N. So all those work based on API. So learn API, learn how to use API, even through Postman. Even if you don't want to learn programming languages, learn Postman, learn how to, send a request, get a response. Because even the chat that you're doing with the GPTs are mere API calls and responses. All right. Uh, yes, that is how you start using your GenAI skills into automation because you ask ChatGPT or Gemini or any LLM that your company permits to start writing your code. Okay, so that is how you start applying GenAI in automation because basically for us automation engineers, what is it that AI can do? Generate our code. That is what it can do, right? So that is how you start applying GenAI skills into automation. Start learning MCP, start learning agentic. It will become more easy because when I did back in the day, it was very difficult. Yes, I will share the Udemy course in the comments or description. Yeah, it's been a while. All right. So the next question is, should I choose Java or Python? Which one has a better package? Python, obviously Python, because Java we have, even now when we are searching for people who know Selenium and Java, we are we are having a very difficult time finding people who know Selenium Python because Python comes in with lot of features, and it is very niche. Okay, not like the supply is less, but the demand is more for Python. Other way around, Selenium Java, the supply is more, demand is also more, I would say. But the higher package you would get is definitely for Python because a lot of companies are moving towards generative AI and they want people, even QA people who know Python as a QA automation, what are I think development tools or DevOps tools? Could you please let me know, Muzamil? Is it a DevOps tool that you're asking me, or is it development tools? Okay, just let me know in the comments. Any other questions, guys? I think I really wanted to take a dedicated session on how to transition into automation, but it is mostly going into Q&A sessions. Probably I'll record a video without audience to see, actually spend time on telling you how to transition to automation in 30 days. Um, if there are no questions, I'll quickly jump into the topic and then we will speak. Any questions, guys? All right. So quickly for anybody who has joined in newly, let me know what question you want me to answer. If you do not know me, I work as automation architect with IBM. I have been in the automation space for over 10 years now and the GenAI space for about 4 years. You can ask me any questions, package related, resume related, playwright with JavaScript or playwright with Python is best for learning. I already have 4+ years in Cypress with JavaScript and 1+ years in Selenium with Java. Okay, Venkat, if you already know JS, I would say continue with JS. Even JS has the capabilities of using AI. JS is also becoming as proficient as Python. But if you want to, have Python also in your resume, so do it. When I test database testing, so I can also test in Pandas library or Python. Yes. So see, database testing is a whole different story. When I say API, when I say Python, when I say Selenium, database, I have not at all spoken in a very long time. Maybe database testing, let's keep it aside for another day. For now, I really want to concentrate on API and Selenium. So I didn't even want to speak about API, but because since GenAI came into picture, I wanted to speak about API as well. All right. Fine. If no other question, I will proceed with the topic of transitioning into automation in the next 30 days. Why I wanted to put it as 30 days is because I know a lot of you guys have aim to become an automation engineer before starting 2026. All right, so I don't see any question um, coming up. All right, so when I say 30 days, I would say initially if you don't want to completely learn programming language, go for robot framework language and start with it. Okay. Start with robot framework. Start with something that is lightweight, something that is open source for you to learn. So that is why I'm suggesting robot framework. There are a lot of paid tools, which are even easier than robot, but robot will help you enable. But if you are okay to learn coding, coding is easy. If that is what you guys think, if you are scared of coding, I would say start by installing your software today. Don't do anything. Just close today with installing Java or installing Python or any other programming language of your choice, but just install. And in tomorrow's session, we will together write a Hello World program. All right. So just install. Senior level lead to architect. Yes, I will come to that, Venkat, in a few minutes. Okay. So just install a programming language of your choice. And I would say if you want to follow this journey with me, install Python. Okay, I'm choosing Python. Do not get upset that I'm choosing Python, because Python is going to really mold your future, and that is why I'm telling you start with Python. Do the installation. I will share the installation link below. All you have to do is just install Python for this weekend. Do not do anything else. In tomorrow's session, whoever is here with me today, just install Python and tell me, ma'am, I have completed the installation. Okay, that is where we are going to make the first step. In another week's time, whatever you need for automation, just you need for automation, you can complete learning in 1 week's time. Okay, in 1 week, you will complete the necessary learning for automation with a programming language. That is the programming language part. The basic stuff I will send. Whoever is live here, leave a comment below on this video so that I know who to send the roadmap to. The first week we will together learn Python. Okay, do the installation, come back to me if you're serious. Tell me hi Srinidhi ma'am or hi Srinidhi or whatever you want to call me. Just say I have completed the installation, I am ready to take this first step into automation programming. Okay, that is your first step. Then day by day baby steps we will take, and we will start learning Python. All right, tomorrow we will successfully write a hello world program, and after that, if possible, Sunday, I'll take a session. If not, we will meet on Monday. We will then write a small conditional statement. I will say, if a particular word is present, then say hi. If some other word is present, say hello. This is the next step that we are going to take to understand how a flowchart works. How does a flowchart work? You are just going to say for instance, um, let's say if the person works in TCS, we call them as TCSer. If the person works in IBM, we call them IBMer. Okay, this is a flow chart. If company name is equal to TCS, then we go to one step down. And similarly, on the other side, if the company name is equal to TCS, we go to the other step. This is what a programming language is, all that there is. And the next step is to understand iteration. Okay, iteration is nothing but doing a repetitive task with a loop. You know, in flowchart, we have loops, right? Similar to that is what the programming language concept is. That is what we will do in the next day. So, the next 1 week, we will completely learn the programming language. After that, we will start with Selenium. Okay, I'm just picking the open source tool. Maybe in the next time, I am still learning Playwright. Okay, so once I know that I am a pro at it, I'll start teaching it. But for now, let's do it with Selenium Python. So the next week we will concentrate on Selenium, but not immediately we will start. We will have an exercise to write locators, because locators are the backbone of automation, and you will be asked experts in all the interviews. So it is mandatory you learn how to write locators. We will spend 2 or 3 days to do that. And after that, we will try to understand how to apply the programming language and the locator using Selenium. So that will be week number 3. Okay. And week number 4 will be your proper project. All right. So I will share a Pakka roadmap saying all this. Hi, Sujay. Good evening. So we will do all this in 4 weeks' time, but I want all your dedication for this, because dedication without consistency, we will not be able to do this. Okay. All right. So let me go back to answering the question. So this is with respect to a complete roadmap, which we will follow in 4 weeks' time. The second week you will spend on Selenium, specifically on locators. Third week we will combine both programming language and the locators together using Selenium and start writing small programs. Week 4 will be a full-fledged project. Okay, by the end of 2025, if you guys are here with me on this journey, you will become an automation engineer. All right, fine. Let me go back to answering the questions. If you have any doubts with respect to this roadmap, let me know. However, I'll be sharing the roadmap with everybody who is commenting down on this video. All right, let me just go up. I have a few questions. Uh, can you explain roadmap for senior level or lead to, or okay, yeah, architect. Yes, that is one of the questions that I get asked very frequently because I myself have become an architect about 3 years back. But to become an architect, the main thing is that you start implementing multiple frameworks from scratch and you start advising people on it. So that is what an architect does. So you should be able to say new projects come in and the people start, coming to you and asking. For example, I'll just explain how I became an architect. So I was leading a team. I had, 4 or 5 teams under me at that point, like maybe 25 people were reporting to me. I was a test lead at that point, 3, 4 years back. But I had already started building frameworks from scratch. You have to know CI/CD. You have to be an independent person who can build end to end. Like you need to know how to write a test plan. You need to know how to write a test strategy. You need to know how to, identify the tools. That is like the backbone of becoming an architect. For this particular project, what tool is needed? So that you should be able to like get it up, straight out of your brain that these products or these softwares or tools will be appropriate for this project. You need to know what resources are already there. If the project is a cost cutting project, you need to know how to use your manual testers also into automation. So all those should run through your mind of how you are going to transition the people or you're going to identify new people if you are ready to interview people, because interviewing is also one of the parts of an architect's role. Even engineers do the interviews, but I have been interviewing for 6 7 years now. So similarly, that is how yes, definitely I'll do that. That is how you become an architect. You start architecting solutions. So that is when they say application architect, solution architect. So my role is a solution architect. So I create automation solutions for multiple teams. I do a lot of client demos. I do sales calls. And I implement AI also into automation because today to stay in the market, you need to know what are the latest tools that will cut down the efforts. So that is imperative, and you should become an architect by doing all this. All right. If I work as an automation tester and also as a backend developer, what package can I expect? A new role called SD2 has come to the market now. Yeah. So when I left TCS, I was a front end developer and an automation lead. Okay, because at that point of time, that team required me to do both. So obviously, so we will be scared. We wanted to not say no at that point of time and be more relevant to the team. And so I did agree. So with respect to development, this is my personal take, but if you like development, go for it. But for me, on a personal front, I feel more peaceful and I lean towards being an automation person, not a development person. But if you are somebody who likes to do development, well and good, go for it. That is an added advantage. But in even the SDET toollet, I need to really look into the role, Mohit. It is a knowledge to me that SDET2 is coming into picture because I know people who develop and test, but not know that people are actually recruiting for a combination of two. Let me just, revisit, come back to you with an answer tomorrow. But the package details also I need to go and look for it. Next question. Send sheet for Python program. Definitely, I'll do that. I think I already did one on the collections specifically for Python, but that was not as informative as the one that I shared for Java yesterday. So that Java one is completely information dense. So much rich information is there in the one single infographic that I created. But I'll try and do that for Python as well. All right. Any other questions, guys? Or am I miss answering any? Okay. All right, then. I think we are 40 minutes in. I was only planning to do 30. So All right. So we are closing the call now. If you guys have any doubts, leave your questions in the comments and also comment down below so that I can send the roadmap for the next 30 days right to your inbox. All right. If there are no other questions, happy weekend. I'll see if I can accommodate a session tomorrow and we will regroup in the coming days for transitioning you into an automation engineer in 30 days before we start 2026. All right. Thanks and have a great weekend. Bye. VBM. Oh, sorry. Yeah. VBM Insights. Dinesh, let me just give it to you in the next session because I just remembered we were speaking about an XPath that how to find an element that has a number greater than five. So it is just um, double slash the element name. Say for instance, it is uh, what element can we take? P1. Okay, sorry, H1 double slash H1. In YouTube channel only this course will continue. Not necessarily Venkat. I need to look for more time to see what all I can accommodate. If you have any suggestions on videos you would like to see from me, you can definitely let me know. What videos do you need? I can make those for you. So do not worry. And where was I? Double slash H1, open your square bracket and simply say text, open and close circle brackets greater than 5. That is all. So that was all it was. So we were using like text open close equals 5, right? So similar to that, greater than or less than will also work. So that is the XPath. Dinesh, Vidyam, I'll get back to you. Maybe in the next session, it is a wider topic for us to discuss today. Anything else? Anything else? Uh, no. Okay, let me see if I can type it from my computer, or let me type it from here. Is it? I cannot type, is it? I did not know that. Okay, I did not know I cannot. Um, Let me just ask a question. Okay, uh, okay, I am posting it here. Mm, Experts to find. Okay, so the answer is done. Okay, so for some reason it is not letting me. Okay, so it is open and close bracket, and after the bracket, greater than 5. I will post it as a comment in this video. It is not letting me type. Double slash H1 of text, open, close, circle brackets. After the circle bracket closure, greater than 5. That is the answer. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Happy weekend. We are going to hit 45 minutes. It was just 30 minutes that I had planned. All right. Happy weekend. We will see next week or tomorrow, depending on how free both you guys and I are. All right. Bye. Great meeting you guys. Good night. Thank you. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. All right. Bye bye.